Hello students, now you know the rate of motion of an object is expressed in terms of its speed. If we have the speed, we can say how much distance is travelled by that object in unit time. Now let us see what will happen if the direction of that object also specified there. Then we can call that speed along with direction as velocity. Let us see what is velocity. Here you can see children the definition for velocity. Velocity is the speed of an object moving in a definite direction. Velocity means simply that is speed of that object, but along with that speed here the direction also specified. So velocity means velocity is the speed of an object moving in a definite direction, in a particular direction. From this following example, you can understand more things about this velocity. Here you can see children, 25 km per hour is written first. Then the second you can see 25 km per hour towards north. What is the difference between these two? You can see 25, one number given there, unit also there, you know kilometer per hour. 25 km per hour means that is speed of an object. If you have the speed, from this you can say that object can cover or that vehicle can cover 25 kilometers in 1 hour. Then from here we can't say anything about towards which direction that object is moving. So here only magnitude, no direction there. Then children here 25 kilometer per hour towards north, towards which direction that object is going, that we can see from here. So here speed there along with the direction also specified. So we can say here the velocity is given. So here speed 25 km per hour, only magnitude. Only magnitude there. You know speed is a scalar quantity, but children here speed there, that value there, from this also you can say this will cover 25 kilometers in 1 hour, but towards which direction that object is moving, that also you can get from this 25 km per hour towards north. So here we can call this as velocity. Velocity means speed specified with direction, that is called velocity. Here we are saying about the magnitude and direction, so we can say this velocity is a vector quantity. You know the quantities having both magnitude and direction are called vector quantities. Speed is a scalar quantity, you know, but velocity, speed along with direction, magnitude there, direction also there. So we can say this velocity is a vector quantity.
Children, you know speed. Last class we studied an equation for speed. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. Distance travelled in unit time. If that distance is given and along with that direction also given, what will happen here? You can see another one equation, distance travelled in a direction towards one direction. A particular direction is also given there. So that distance travelled in a direction divided by time taken, we can call that as velocity. You know speed is equal to distance travelled in unit time, distance by time. Now here you can see direction also there. Distance travelled in a direction divided by time taken. You know distance travelled in a direction, we can call that as displacement, distance along with direction. Okay, distance means only magnitude, along with that direction also there, towards this direction, then we can call that as displacement. So here children you can see another one equation for velocity, displacement divided by time taken. Displacement, from that word you know this is a vector quantity having magnitude and direction. In case of speed, I told you distance scalar quantity, time scalar quantity by scalar quantity, you will get a scalar quantity there. Here you can see velocity. In this case, time is a scalar quantity, but the displacement is a vector quantity. From this also we can say this velocity is a vector quantity. Okay children, now we can use some letters to represent this velocity. You can write V there, then for displacement you can take S, and for time taken T. From this you can say you have to consider S is the displacement of an object in total time. So here how can we write unit for this velocity? SI unit of velocity, you know, displacement, its SI unit is meter, then time second. So like that, speed meter per second, this you can write as meter second raised to -1. If you are expressing distance in kilometer and time in hour, you will get kilometer per hour, like that, same as that of the speed units. But in case of velocity, only one difference there we are specifying the direction, towards which direction that object is going. Here you can see 2 points A and B. There is a straight line between A and B. So you can consider this A as your home and this is your school. B is your school. From this you can say, if you are considering you are moving to school from your home, we discussed about the reference point. Here you can consider this is the origin or this is the reference point. Then by using that you can say about the direction, in which direction that school is there. Here you can see the distance also 100 meters. In which direction? East direction you can see school is there. Then children, here you can see the distance between A and B is 100 meters, but here you can see straight line between A and B. That means this 100 meters, that is the displacement. You can see the direction also, starting from here towards school. Towards which direction? Towards east direction you are going. So if you are taking 50 seconds to go there, then you can see the time. Displacement is 100 meters, then 50 seconds your time. Then you can get 100 by 52. 2 meter per second towards east. This is your velocity in this case. Okay children, for saying about the velocity, this is correct. 2 meter per second towards east. In case of speed, we studied sometimes the speed will be a constant, sometimes that speed is changing. In case of uniform motion, you know speed is a constant, and in case of non-uniform motion, you know speed is a variable. Like that we can discuss in case of velocity also. Children, here you can see if the velocity of an object is a constant, we can say that velocity as uniform velocity. If an object is moving with uniform velocity, then you have to understand there the velocity is uniform, velocity is constant. Here we are discussing about linear motion. Okay children, for example here that is moving to B, starting from A and going to B. Throughout the velocity is constant, then we can say that as uniform velocity. Then we can say that object is in uniform motion. Then here if the velocity is changing, if that velocity is changing, we can say velocity is variable there. Then we can say that velocity as non-uniform velocity. Okay children, non-uniform velocity. Velocity is not a constant. In case of non-uniform motion, the velocity is not a constant. If the velocity is constant, no problem there. The object is moving with same speed and that is not changing direction. If the velocity is changing, here you can see the velocity of an object can be changed by the following steps. Here first you can see by changing the speed. Here you can see one object is moving along a straight line. Here A, B, C you can see. here 25 kilometer per hour, and after that B you can see 30 kilometer per hour. Here you can see from A to B 25 kilometer per hour and from B to C 30 kilometer per hour, but the direction is same here. Here you can see the value of that speed. Speed is different but the direction is same. Here we can say the velocity is a variable. Velocity is changing in this case. Then you can see you have to consider a car. Car is moving like this with a speed 30 kilometer per hour. Then a turning is there and that time the car is moving like this. Here you can see at this point the car is changing its direction, but that time also if that car is moving with 30 kilometer per hour, here we can say the speed is constant here, 30 kilometer per hour, 30 kilometer per hour. Here the change in direction is there, only direction is changing. In this case also we can say the velocity is a variable. Don't get confused children. Here the speed is a constant, direction is changing. So here we can say velocity is a variable. Only direction is changing in this case. Then some other cases there you can see change in speed there, change in direction also there. So that here we can say, if you are saying this as after this that is changing its speed to 35. Okay, here in this path you can see 30 kilometer per hour. After changing the direction you can see that value as 35 kilometer per hour. Here 30, 35, speed is different and direction also changing here. So here also we can say there is a variable velocity, non-uniform velocity there. Last class we have discussed about average speed in case of non-uniform motion. Like that, if an object is moving along a straight line with variable velocity, here we have to say about the average velocity. In case of average speed, you know that is total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So this is very simple. From that we can say average velocity also. Average velocity is equal to total displacement divided by total time taken. Children, here we are saying the velocity is changing. If the velocity is changing at a uniform rate, at a constant rate, there comes another one equation for this average velocity, that is V average is equal to U plus V divided by 2. Okay, U plus V divided by 2. Just you have to see what is that equation. What is the rate change in velocity, which is the children, in next topic only we will discuss about the change in velocity with respect to time. That time only I can say the details about the change in velocity at a constant rate. But now you have to learn this equation. V average is equal to U plus V by 2. Here you can see two letters U and V. Here we can take this U. U is the initial velocity and V is the final velocity. That time this average velocity will be the arithmetic mean of initial and final velocity. You know how to find the arithmetic mean. Here we have two values, U and V. So arithmetic mean of this initial and final velocity you have to find here. That gives you the average velocity. Children, for doing problems, here we have two equations. Don't get confused. Average velocity, if an object is moving along a straight line and its velocity is changing, then we can say average velocity as total displacement divided by total time taken. If the displacement is given there and time there, means you can find the average velocity. But for doing some problems, you will get initial velocity and final velocity only. That time you have to use this equation. V average is equal to arithmetic mean of initial and final velocity. Why we are taking this equation means here the velocity is changing at a constant rate. Like this you can think in each second the velocity is changing as 10 meter per second. Like that it is going. Here you can see the differences between speed and velocity. For the difference, first you can say the definition. Here speed means distance travelled in unit time. There the velocity displacement in unit time. Then here you know speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude and direction. The last one you can see speed, you know, distance by time. There we studied distance. That value will be positive always. If one object is moving means distance should be there and that will be positive value and distance will not be 0. So from that also we can say speed is always a positive value. The speed will not be 0. But in case of velocity, you know, that is displacement by time. That time we discussed displacement can be 0 starting from A and coming back to the same point A, going to B, then coming back to A. That time we can say no displacement there. Initial and final positions are coinciding there. So that time displacement not there. That's why this velocity can be 0 there. Like that it can be positive or negative also. All these are the differences between speed and velocity. Let us discuss on example. Here you can see this is your home and on shop is there, that is in the east direction. You have to go from home to that shop. If you are covering this 1000 meters in 500 seconds, we can say the speed of your motion, and the velocity also we can say. Y means that direction also given there. So if you are finding the speed, you can say from home to shop. From home to shop, you can say speed is equal to 1000 meter divided by 500 seconds. So here you will get 2 meter per second. Then velocity means displacement, 1000 meter divided by 500 seconds. So here also 2 meter per second. Then along with that towards east direction. But for doing problems we will never write like this, east direction, west direction, like that we will never write that. You have to write 2 meter per second. That is velocity. It is understood. Direction also there. Y means the term velocity is here. Then children, if you are coming back from shop to home, then what will happen to the speed and velocity? You can see that. Here you can see you are going to shop from home, again coming back to your home. Then what is the speed of your motion there? You can say speed total distance traveled divided by total time taken from home to shop, 1000 plus coming back 1000 divided by 500 plus 500, that is the speed. 2000 divided by 1000. So 2 meter per second. Then what will be your velocity? Velocity, you know, displacement divided by time taken. Displacement divided by time taken. So what is the displacement? You are going from home to shop, then coming back to home. Your initial and final positions are same here. Is there any displacement? No, we studied that. If the initial and final positions are coinciding, there is no displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. So in this case, the displacement will be 0. 0 divided by total time taken from home to shop, 500. Then from shop to home, that also 500. So here 0 divided by 1000. Then you will get that as 0. 0 meter per second. Velocity is 0 here. So You know displacement by time is the velocity. If the displacement is 0, velocity will be 0. Time will not be 0, that you know. So if the displacement is 0, velocity will be 0. That's why I told this velocity can be 0. When it will be 0, if that object is moving to one place and coming back to the same place, then we can say the velocity is 0. Like the displacement, here also we can say if the initial and final positions are coinciding, there is no displacement, there is no velocity. Children, I told you, velocity is changing at a constant rate. In next class, we will study the rate of change in velocity, that is acceleration.